This afternoon, we present to you our Smart Kaki Kopi Talk series, where we share with you on tech around us and some tips on tech. So for the whole of November, our talks have been focused on common scams in Singapore and how to protect ourselves against them. In our last Smart Nation Together session of the year, we will learn from the Singapore Police Force on how to identify and pick up tips to protect ourselves and others from investment and loan scams. So we are always very happy to have with us our passionate neighborhood policemen, Matthew and Nazri, to conduct the session today. So Matthew and Nazri, over to you, please.
Hello, Sinman. Thank you so much for having us. Hello, everyone.
Yes, hello. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Hope everybody's doing great. And this Wednesday afternoon, it's a very, very beautiful weather here in Singapore. Thanks again for having us. Before we start this presentation proper, Sinman, we would like to thank you for collaborating with us. A very, very big thank you to Smart Nation Singapore for welcoming us to give talks to educate the members of the public. So this will be the last session of the year with Smart Nation, and thank you for joining us with Smart Kaki Kopi Talk. My name is Senior Staff Sergeant Nazri, and we are from Marine Parade Neighborhood Police Center. Let me introduce to you my handsome friend, Mr. Matthew. Can you please introduce yourself, sir?
Hi, yes, hi everyone. So once again, if you have joined us for all three sessions, glad to have you back here today for our very last session with Smart Nation. We also want to thank all of you who are joining us for the first time. Glad to see all of you. We are very happy to be sharing with you information on the different kind of scams that are affecting all of us here in Singapore, and also, it's happening all around the world, and it's always good to prepare yourself and to spread awareness with your friends and family. So, Nazri, you want to just give a background on what we do?
Right. So, for Marine Parade NPC Community Policing Unit, what we do is basically we have interactions with our members of public. We keep a close bond with our community partners such as People's Association, Smart Nation, and so on. We do events before COVID, pre-COVID. We do events like when there is a block party and so on. We'll have our event booths whereby we will share with the members of the public, crime prevention advisories. So as right now we can't hang out all together, and when we go through giving our crime prevention advice through Zoom. So this is one of the events that we're doing right now.
So we're actually also keeping up time. Sorry to cut you there. We're just
no worries, man.
With time.
You always do.
We are also utilizing tech, which is what exactly Smart Nation is advocating.
Exactly.
And I have an understanding of the members, who are learning new skills every single day with the different kind of applications and all that. So it's very important also that we know how we can protect ourselves, and as we utilize these new technology. So speaking of technology and all that, I just want to share with you on the current mid-year crime statistics that we have for 2021. If you realize that many of these top 5 scams are technology related, and just an overview is that 16% alone, the scams have risen by 16% in 2021 compared to the same period last year. So I think that is quite concerning as scams are going up. COVID is happening, and later on there will be a video that we'll actually share with you on how this is happening. But if you just look at the top 5 scams that concerns us, a lot of it is technology related, and also things like job scams will be covering later, investment scams. So yes, this is basically an overview of how the scams situation is.
That is correct. So for those who just tuned in or just following this Smart Nation Talk with us, just do remember, once the video is uploaded on YouTube, you can always check back on episode 1, whereby we shared about job scam and e-commerce scam. And then we had another session on episode 2 whereby we shared about impersonation scam as well as internet love scam. So today will be on investment and also loan scams. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Matthew.
Yes, yeah, right, exactly.
Awesome.
Most of us, we know that scams exist. We have heard of our friends, our coffee shop kakis, saying that, wow, today my friend kena scam, or I received this call or that call. So we know that scams are happening. But what's worrying is that people are still getting scams. And the question I have to ask everyone again is whether you really understand how scams work. So we know that scams are present amongst us, but I think it's really critical to understand how it works and how we can protect ourselves.
Correct. That's right, Mr. Matthew. So like what my colleague said, Mr. Matthew, that scams, it's always around us. It's evolving all the time.
It is, yeah.
And you know, don't we must have the knowledge. We must understand. We have to educate ourselves. We must
Correct.
always like and share all these kind of videos and let people be updated with the latest scam trends. And you know, we can all fall praise onto scams if we are not aware of the
Yes,
latest happenings.
Honestly, there's always
Right.
something new every day, you know.
Correct.
So it's always
Exactly.
important that we always stay ahead.
Right. So we'll go straight into investment scam and how it works and so on. Basically, these people are scammers. They will pretend to be like stockbrokers and everything like that. Investment, when you hear the word invest, is basically
Yes.
to grow your money, to make your money more. They will say that they are from a gold company and so on. They will ask you to put in money, you know, hey, invest in this stock, and then, you know, I can ensure you that your returns will be very, very good. In the end,
Yeah.
you earn a lot of money. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr.
Yes,
Matthew.
and it's what's concerning is that is how they approach these people, you know.
That's right.
How they approach you. It's all through, like, you know, social networking sites on Facebook, Instagram and all that. They pretend to be your friend, and then they start saying that, you know, hi, I have a fantastic opportunity to share with you.
Right.
You know, you can grow your money just without doing anything. You just trust me. I will do it for you, you know.
It's like
You'll
your
be like,
money
"Oh,
will
yeah,
grow
yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah."
exactly. Like your money will grow on plants or on trees.
No, it doesn't
just-
work that way, right? I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't,
it's
man.
so
It doesn't
easy.
at all.
Then, why are we having the legitimate way? So
Right.
what's concerning is that, you know, they are targeting people who are on these social media sites and all that, and it's so
Absolutely.
accessible to them. You know, they can just reach out, they can just send a blast to everyone. You know, and the worst thing is that after that, once they gain your trust, once they become your friend, they will ask you for your personal details like your NIRC number, your
That's right.
passport number, even, you know, your full name, etc. So all these are personal information that only official organizations should acquire.
Yeah,
right?
yes, correct. That's right. Only
You
official like
shouldn't
banks
be
and everything.
giving them to any Dick, Tom, and Harry, you know.
Exactly, man. And this scammers will always ask you to transfer money to, you know, different accounts that are foreign to you from foreign countries and so
Yeah.
on. And then this is how they work, whereby they ask you to transfer the money, and they will say that, you know, this is for security fees, admin
Sure.
fees, and so on, for you to get your profits and returns. So
101 things.
correct. There will be loads of reasons, and
Yeah.
with all these reasons, you'll be thinking like, okay, if I don't do all this like transfer, I
Yeah.
will not be getting my money. So
You see
you on the other side, you know, sorry I cut you
Yeah.
off, Mr. Matthew. You on the other side will be thinking like, I need this money, and I know my profit is really, really high already. I should just transfer my money, and
Right,
it's okay. They
exactly.
need whatever details they need. I'll just pass it to them.
Yes, and that's exactly what I want to mention is that sometimes when we go into this, we are unsure, you know, we are
Right.
not very confident, and then like, so we ask more. Of course, naturally we will ask more, and in any investment we want to ask more, we want to acquire more knowledge.
Right.
But the real question is that when you are asking all these questions, are you also filtering whether you are considering, okay, this is a scam or not, or you're just thinking, okay, how best to earn my money? You know?
That's right.
And after when we put in all the information, when we give our you know, we pay for this and that, and then we realize that, oh, we're halfway in already, you know, I paid in so much, must be, you know, I might as well go through the whole thing. And that is when it's very dangerous, when they start asking you to transfer to personal bank accounts, or you know, to remit money overseas. You know, that is the concern that we have.
Correct. So one of the things that you need to know also, that you know, the recent cases, there were like 7 victims who purchased more than 49,000 shares in the US, and can you see the amount that they lost? US 1.7 million, 1.07 million to be exact. This is a very, very big number. I can only imagine how much each of them lost.
So this thing is called the you know, the dump and pump. It's a very, you know, if you are familiar with investment, and if you're not, it's okay. We'll explain it to you simply, right? So these scammers, they will buy some very cheap shares, and then they will actually pump in the money, right, to increase the profit, and then after that they will just sell it off. So basically all your money that you put in will be gone. Okay, as simple as that. So the thing is that you might ask, like, okay, you know, how will these scammers approach us? How will they actually talk to me? So here's an example. I'm not sure if you can see clearly. This is on a social media site, a chat application, right? So they will sometimes they will approach you and then they will say, oh, hello, how are you? And then they'll ask you like some random question, like, oh, like in this case, are you a tour guide? Yeah, they're speaking in Mandarin lah, but they're asking you, are you a tour guide? And then you're like, no, you're not, right? So it could be anything, right? You don't have to limit yourself to just this specific conversation, it could be anything. And then after that, what they'll do is they will start conversing with you. They will start asking you whether you are interested to do any investment, whether you are interested to earn money, right? And then they'll tell you that, oh, I'm a full-time trader, or sometimes I have insider information, my parents or my so and so can do this investment. And then they will show you some screenshots of various transactions and all that. So it's seemingly start off as a very innocent conversation, and then it will just grow into something more sinister, like when they start asking you about money, they ask you for investing, they ask you about whether you're interested, do you know about this stocks and that stocks. Generally, we won't be so aware of the different specific stocks that we have available in the market, right? But and then they will come up with all these explanations and convincing you with all these kind of things, right? So yeah, basically this is how it works.
Correct. So what they do is they engage you patiently. Slowly they get your trust, and like what Matthew said, they'll share with you some information from their company and so on, and say, hey, look, you can with this you put in your money, you invest in this, you'll get high returns. So exactly like what is happening here in method number 1, which is the pump and dump.
Yes, that's right.
Right. So I believe this is another method. It's the same method whereby it's also called the pump and dump, whereby the scammer sets up a group chat to establish trust, and the victim will then take the bait. It's about the same as the first one that we shared earlier on.
Yeah, so basically what it means is that they will, after you take the bait, then after that they will tell you that, oh, the shares price have plummeted, I'm so sorry, blah blah blah. They will tell you that, oh, it didn't do so well and all that, and you will be thinking that I have put in so much money, and we are talking a few $1,000s, even tens of thousands of dollars, just because that you trusted this someone that you have never met. It is not from a regulated stockbroker, so it is very concerning, and that is why we have given this opportunity to share it with you, so that you can be better aware of this.
Correct. That's right, Mr. Matthew. So these are some of the signs that we should spot. All these people who are offering investment returns are always unreasonably high. They will ask you to trade in a binary option, which is simple and promising, quick returns and fraudulent. And also, if you're unfamiliar with financial entities based outside of Singapore, these are some of the signs. All right. Gold investment, apps for trading. They'll ask you to trade for different apps and investment, and ask you to put in a big sum of money. Please remember this: if it's a big sum of money, you're not aware of all these kind of things, please do not give your money. Don't give your particulars.
Correct. Yeah. So generally, they come up with all these kind of explanations. They can come up with a lot of complicated things which you might not understand, or you might lose what they are speaking. But generally, when you are unsure, please go and ask someone trusted, someone even a trusted official stockbroker. Is this legitimate?
Exactly.
They can come up under the it's just guys that saying that, oh, I don't worry, I assure you and all that. And you thinking that, okay, maybe this fella, maybe I can trust lah, maybe I try 1 or 2 times, I do earn a little bit. But that is how they gain your trust, After that, once the pot gets bigger, then the risk, of course, increases. And
that's right.
It's very important to know how to protect yourself. So these are some ways of how you can protect yourself. Okay. So the first one is very, very importantly, right? Doesn't matter if it's investment or not. Okay. Whoever you befriend on social media platforms, I think you should be cautious. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nazri.
That's right. Just be aware of the people that you are making friends with.
Yeah.
And at every single time, like what Matthew mentioned earlier on, if you're unsure, please ask from a licensed financial advisor. Ask a close friend of yours that you can trust, that to know whether this investment is real or not.
Yes.
Please do not ever make any transfer if you're unsure. The most simplest way, if you're unsure, you don't know, don't panic, don't go rush into things to invest and
That's right.
make your money grow and so on. Just stay cool, relax, and don't transfer your money and don't provide your details. I think we have a video for them. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr.
Yeah,
Matthew.
you are right.
Yeah. Before we go into the video, we are also from Mata on Scams. It is a small video, a short clip of video that is produced from Marine Parade NPC under Bedok Division, whereby we share on all the latest scam trends.
Yeah.
So this is just a clip from the breaking news series, and this is Mata on Scams. Hope you guys enjoy this video for a while.
Victims typically receive messages such as these from people whom they befriended online or strangers who contacted them on social media platforms or dating apps. They entice victims by promising quick and high returns through investments in financial products such as cryptocurrency and most recently, trading of gold bars. To convince victims further, scammers might claim to be stockbrokers from established companies or even employees from well-known social networking sites. To perform the investments, scammers will ask victims to download apps from dubious websites, which might bear a similar name to that of authentic trading platforms in order to perform the investments. In the end, either the scammers become uncontactable or excuses were made when victims wanted to cash out their money.
Right.
There
so
we go.
yes, that's a video from the Mata on Scam. So if you're interested to watch the whole series, do head on to our Marine Parade Neighborhood Police Center's Facebook page, where we have the whole series there. So just touching on the video very quickly, it's very important that you know what you're doing, especially when you're dealing with a big sum of money and it's your money. So before we move on to the next scam, I think I just want to reiterate that, when you want to invest in something, when first of all, when you get to know someone who is asking you for investments and all that, please be wary already. That is a problem, right? I mean, like if I don't know Nazri and for some random reason I say, hey, hi Nazri, you don't want to invest with me, and then it's already a red flag. Why would you want to help Nazri earn money? So I don't understand.
Exactly. I can be telling Matthew to invest in cryptocurrencies and so on. So that is also one of the things that you should take note of. Cryptocurrency is also one of the things that people invest on. So if Matthew were to come up to me and ask me to invest on cryptocurrency, but I don't know Matthew, it will be a problem. So please do take note of that. Before we move further for the next scam, which is loan scam, Mr. Matthew, I'd just like to highlight, I think Mr. Waihan said that he knows us from Mata on Scams. Thank you, Mr. Waihan.
Oh, nice.
So
Hi.
for the viewers, whoever is watching, if you guys have any comments, do drop it in the chat and we'll answer them as and when we can.
Yeah.
So next we will go on to a loan scam. Okay, I think
scam.
most of us here know what loans are. If we're
what are loans, Nazri?
Basically, if you need a need of money, we'll go for
Okay.
loan scams, right? But are
Okay.
you aware, Mr. Matthew, that nowadays we'll always receive messages, whether it's WhatsApp or messages like normal SMSs, they will ask you that
yes,
also loan, from us, and
wow, super
the
annoying.
interest, yeah, correct, that's right. The interest is very, very low.
Yeah.
Now that is going to be a problem if you're not aware about this.
That's exactly what I want to say, So
Correct.
it is annoying because I know exactly what's happening. But for the people who don't, for the people who, are in need of some form of loan, and then they said, hey, I received a message and say this guy is wanting to loan for me. Oh, I see a company, it should be legitimate, right? So, but what happens after that? After I want a loan, I check this guy tells me, okay, I need to put a deposit. But it doesn't sound right.
Correct. A deposit before I can give you a loan. Now, that is very, very weird. And at the same time, also, the amount, the interest or something like that is very low. So you feel like, okay, I can trust this.
Attractive.
Correct. It's very, very attractive. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we will show them on how a message will look like, which is a loan scam, and also the process. Okay. So I believe most of you guys will be receiving this. There you go. This is one of
looks
the
really familiar.
Correct. We'll go on to the next one, Mr. Matthew. There's one more message that's coming up.
It's coming up.
There you go. Look at it. All the Sing loans. Wow, looks like Singtel. They will say, they will sound good, friendly, flexible, no deposit rates, blah, blah, blah. And they provide fast and approved loans and so on. Please note that all these are not allowed. It is a scam. people who are borrowing, giving loans, they
Yes.
do not solicit by
Correct.
sending messages or
Yes.
calling you or messaging you on WhatsApp.
Simply said, as long as you are a legitimate loan company, you are
Mhm.
not allowed to send this kind of advertisements through any form of social media or any other text services or anything like that. So all these are from unlicensed money lenders. All right,
Absolutely,
let's
you're
just
right.
make that clear.
That's right, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the steps that what will happen in a loan scam. Like what you saw earlier on, basically you will receive messages, or you come across all this type of messages on websites offering good loans. You will then reply with the intention to take up the loans, and you will be directed to communicate somewhere else, maybe WhatsApp, maybe WeChat, or whatsoever it is for these loans.
Mhm.
They will then ask you for the most important thing is your personal particulars to process this loan applications. So their loan will be approved when you are asked to make payments, or for collateral fees and processing fees, transfer fees, and then this is when your loan will be processed and you will get the loan. So-called get the loan. All right.
Yeah.
Matthew, and continue with number
Yeah,
5.
and what if they ask, as a person I want to
Yep.
loan, I say, okay, I want to verify, are you real or not? These scammers have it thought out as well. They will give you fake letters or emails,
Correct.
either from
Exactly.
government agencies or from the
Yep.
banks, even from MAS, saying that, don't worry, this company, is a legitimate one. I have a letter from MAS, Monetary
That's right.
Authority of Singapore. So it's someone who potential victim will be convinced because, okay, I see this letter, okay, true. And these letters could actually indicate that a processing fee or tax payment will be required before the loan can be dispersed to this potential victim. Meaning to say that I have to pay for something before I can get the loan. Okay.
That's right.
And unfortunately, only after the whole process that you're going through, then you don't get the loan at all, right?
That's right.
So in
That's right.
fact, that you are in a very dire situation. You are probably having an intention to take a loan, perhaps to start a business, or to just tide through this couple of rough times, and then you get scammed. Your money is you are even you lost more money than you are actually asking for.
Exactly.
And before I go to the next one, I just want to highlight also that all these things are happening via mobile phone or online, right? They are not physically speaking to the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just want to make it clear that if you want to disperse a loan from a licensed money lenders, everything has to be done physically in their own office. They can tell you, oh, don't worry, during now it's COVID, so we cannot meet. Okay, don't buy that. Okay. Later on, we'll be also sending a link inside the chat to share with you on the list of licensed money lenders in Singapore. So we'll share with that in a while.
Right, like we mentioned earlier on, all this licensed money lender, they are not allowed to make cold calls and send you text messages. So simply put it that they are not allowed to call you to ask to make a loan or send text messages like you seen earlier on. They are not allowed to do that. All these licensed money lenders, they are not allowed to do that. Okay, they're not allowed. Like what Matthew mentioned a lot earlier on, you're not allowed. They're not allowed to give you a loan unless you show up at their own office. So basically, I can see Matthew physically in front of me, and that is where we can make the loan.
That's right. So these are some of the examples. Yeah, Nazir, you want to share?
No, sir. Carry on, sir.
Yeah, so basically, these are some examples of the fake letters that the scammers are actually providing to these people, to actually show that these are legitimate, but all these kind of letters also can be doctored, right? It
Correct.
can be fake, and it is fake.
Exactly.
Yes.
Absolutely. So very fast one. What you guys need to know that all these kind of letters, they can copy the thing very, very well. They're fine print and so on. I think the most important thing that you should know is that if you are aware of all this knowledge that we shared to you earlier on, that they can't do all this, like the loans can't be given to you, cold calls and messages, you will be very, very much aware that this is fake, and you will not fall for the traps that they have set up for you.
Yeah. Before we move on to how we can protect ourselves, I also want to highlight about something. What if, like, I do a internet search on Google or Yahoo, whatever, and I search, licensed money lenders, they are they are bound to have multiple, search results.
Right.
And a lot of cases that I also experienced are that, you just click onto it and then it will bring you to some website and then they will show it's not all legitimate. And then they will say, call this number if you're interested. Unknowingly, I thought that, okay, I searched why all these fake ones come out. Okay. So there's something called paid advertisements, whereby as long as you paid advertisement, your search will come up first. It may not be a legitimate one. So how should I search for a legitimate one? So please go to the chat and click on that link, and they have the list of licensed money lenders.
That's right. Mr. Matthew has shared on the link. It's from minlaw.gov.sg. This is where all the licensed money lenders that you can find in Singapore. Okay.
Yes,
so
that's right.
Here are some of the signs that you should take note of. Ads that reach out to you on social media, SMS, like we mentioned earlier on, fake business websites offering instant, hassle-free, fast-free loan approvals. They will make sure that it sounds very, very convincing. It is good.
Yeah. Even through cold calls, cold calls, like maybe you receive a call during the rainy day because it's
exactly.
cold, right? It doesn't work then.
Yeah, if I want to borrow money from someone, why would I need to put in money? And why would I, Matthew, I borrow $2 from you, but then before I borrow the $2 from you, I have to give
you need to put a deposit first.
Yeah, this is
doesn't
very,
make
very
sense.
funny. Yeah, doesn't make sense. I'm losing more money than getting my money. After you give that money, you're not getting any money.
So what's important is that you ignore all these messages offering loans. Later on, we'll share with you how to download this thing called Scam Shield.
That's right.
And we'll elaborate more on that later on. But for now, do block and report such numbers on the platform that you're receiving, be it on Telegram, WhatsApp, or WeChat. Just block these people and report it on the platform itself. And lastly, like what I've mentioned, always seek financial help from legitimate financial institutions registered under the Registry of Moneylenders on the Ministry of Law website, which I've provided for you. So it's very important that you are aware, what companies are legitimate and not. Another thing before I move on, very fast one. These people who sometimes cold call you or send you messages on your chat platform. Sometimes they tell you that, don't worry, I'm from this company, and I go and search this company. Okay, legitimate. Yeah. So anybody can say they are from anywhere, right? I can tell you I'm from the Singapore Police Force. I can tell you I'm also from DBS Bank, So it is also your due diligence to go and check it out with the company itself. Go and call the hotline and say, is there such a person by the name of so and so working for your company? He is saying that he can process a loan through this process, and is it correct? The company most likely will tell you, no, please come down with your financial documents, and then we will assist to process your loan from there. So please do double check, triple check before you do anything, because we don't want you to lose any more money.
Correct. And always remember to share this with your friends and family about loan scams. For those people who are, asking for a loan, they are in a desperate need of money. So probably they might not be thinking correctly. They're not in the calm state of mind. So please do take the time to think about it before you get a loan. Talk to your friends or basically your family members or your close friends first to find out how they can get a correct loan, right? And also, you can always scan the QR code below, whereby you can go into the Ministry of Law website. Well, there will be a list of licensed money lenders.
Yes, that's right. So we'll move on to a video again from Mata on Scams.
That's right.
Whereby we share with you on loan scams.
I was going through a tough time financially, so I was actually just online on my laptop, surfing it, and that's when I came across some advertisement about online money lending. And what I did was I actually sent in an inquiry. He requested for my NRIC details, income tax statement, pay slip, and of course my residential address. Thereafter which I was asked to pay a 10% admin fee of about $800 via bank transfer.
That's right. So this is a real victim that came to our show for Mata on Scams to share about his experience on loan scam. So we thank him for sharing his story, and it was very, very brave of him to come forward and share his story about this, because this is real, and anything can happen to anyone. And this is one of the victims who we managed to interview and get his first-hand experience on loan scam.
Yeah, so it's a very it's always good to hear it from someone that have actually went through it and all that, and to hear it firsthand how unfortunate this whole situation is.
That's right. And next, we are going to play a game with our viewers right now. Very fast one. I think this is going to be good. We'll see how it goes.
Sure.
Basically, we just want to know whether this could be a scam or not. I think with whatever that you guys have heard, that you have listened, hopefully it has helped you, and we'll go straight to the question. Okay.
Yep.
So if a financial advisor calls you and proposes a great financial plan, very good one, solid, you say this one damn good. As part of the sign-up process, he asks you for your address. What will you do, Mr. Matthew?
So A will be sure, I'll tell him my address is public property. I'll give out my address all the time when I'm signing up for memberships or purchasing items online.
Yep.
Or B, no way I'll tell him. Who knows
Correct.
what he can do with my address.
Correct, exactly.
So,
yeah, but then again, Matthew.
Yeah, yes.
This one, the financial plan is really, really good. Are you sure you're not gonna, provide him
you see, it's really interesting here, because this is such a good something something really luring, like wow,
different, huh?
Yeah, and I say
Exactly.
a good opportunity doesn't come about all the time, so
Exactly.
when I see this kind of great opportunity, of course I'm going to get it, and it's my opportunity to earn as much money as I can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's hear from the viewers. What do you guys think? Can you guys just type A or B
in the chat? Come
in the chat. We'll just wait for like maybe 1 minute to see your response, and we see how good and equipped you guys are.
Nice.
Right. We got one answer from Mr. Freddie Sim. We got from
Freddie.
Peter
Hi,
Chan
Peter.
as well.
Thanks.
All of them are saying B.
Yes.
Amazing. That's good.
B.
That's really, really good. What do you think, Matthew?
But you see, the thing is that this financial plan is maybe special for me only.
True. Fair enough.
Yeah. Then how
are you gonna risk it all and give your personal details and your
investment is all about a risk.
True, but not in a way whereby you're gonna give your personal address and particulars and so on, right?
I don't think giving your personal details and addresses is a calculated risk, as they say. So the answer is always to check the credibility and identity of the person. So do not give your personal information, especially your bank details, one-time password, to strangers over the phone.
That's right. He does not need to know the address info yet. That's correct.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you.
So,
you're right.
all this information can be done properly over if it's legitimate, right? There's a proper process of it.
Yep.
Just don't take convenience as an excuse.
Tongue twister there, huh?
Tongue
Mr.
twister.
Matthew?
Oh my goodness.
Let me just
moving
share,
on.
before we move on to this one, very fast one. Anybody who calls you, whether they say that they're from the bank or they're from the police or whatsoever it is, please don't ever give your personal particulars.
Exactly. And we've shared this during our previous session.
Yes,
right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
your IC number.
You will know.
Exactly. Your IC number, they will ask for your IC number. For banks, they will ask you how many bank accounts do you have with us. Then you were wondering, what bank is this that's calling me? I don't know anything about this, but
and they always use this line, can you verify your NRC, please? They're like, oh, okay. Wait, I'm nearly giving my IC number. So.
Almost there. I thought you start with a T or IC number, but anyways. All right. Good to know.
Yeah, but on a serious note, I think it's very important not to give your personal details, especially your one-time password. Your one-time password is only for you, and you only, all right? Not to your wife, not to your children, not to anyone else.
Exactly. All right, so next question. You are in need of financial assistance. This advertisement show up on your Facebook, your newsfeed, on sponsored posts, and so on.
Okay.
3 answers right over here. We would like to hear from you guys. A will be, since the app says it's reliable, the ad, remember there's the advertisement says that, trusted and honest, I will call the person to take up the loan.
Okay.
B, licensed moneylenders are not allowed to advertise on social media, WhatsApp and SMS, not allowed to make cold calls to you guys.
Yeah.
And C, the last one, all licensed moneylenders are allowed to advertise their services as and when they like. So can we please hear from the viewers what you guys think?
What do y'all think?
Yes, it's important. We'll give you like
thanks for giving me your answer.
Yeah.
What about the rest? Nice, we're getting some answers in now. Yes.
So we'll go to the answers. We have some varieties of answers here. We have mixed answers. Freddie Sim and Siu Sim says B.
Yeah.
Where else Miss Peter Chan says
yes.
C. So Mr. Matthew, what do you think, man, is the correct answer?
I think the correct answer is that it is illegal for licensed moneylenders to advertise on social media, messaging apps, or SMS.
Exactly.
So you should only engage the services of licensed moneylenders listed on the Ministry of Law Registry of Moneylenders. So once again, we cannot reiterate enough that all these advertisements that you see, okay, are from illegal sources. So please do not contact them, block them, report them.
That is absolutely right. Okay, we have one more question, another quiz for you guys. Your long-term best friend, such as Mr. Matthew here, whom you absolutely trust, tells you about a very good investment opportunity.
Yeah.
Will you invest in the company? Okay? So Mr. Matthew wants to sell gold, blah, 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 and so on. So it will be, why not? It's my best friend. I trust him. And if he thinks it's a good choice, I'll go for it. Best friend, I must remember, is your best friend.
Okay.
I'll do some research into the company before investing in it. That sounds wise.
Yeah.
So what do the viewers think about this? I think it'll be nice to know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Let's hear some insights. You know, your best friend asks you to invest in this company. Hey, don't worry, Azri. This one, only I know one. Okay, I have personal insiders information. We can do this. We can earn money. You know, we can do this together. You know, we were friends since, you know, back in the day. You know,
very long time ago.
We played like kampong soccer last time and all that. You know, so we grew up together.
Kampong, okay.
So yes, Yok Moy says, "Is my best friend I trust."
I agree with you also. If it's your best friend, I trust.
Okay.
But also at the same time, these people can also be fake friends. You'll never know. Maybe your best friend's numbers could have been compromised.
Right. So
we shared about this.
Previous, our previous sharing session, we talked about these fake friends, and I think it's very important to be aware that, you know, things can be compromised. Your WhatsApp account can be compromised. Your Facebook account can be compromised.
Exactly.
Be duplicated as well. Somebody else can create exactly the same information with exactly the same photos. All this information are publicly available. Right? And then here you are asking me whether I want to invest in a lucrative investment opportunity. Let me think twice.
Correct. So these people could also be a victim. Your best friend could also be a victim of this crime because they don't know that their accounts have been compromised. Just like what On just said, it turns out the best friend is also a victim himself.
Yeah.
So it could be that could be the problem as well. So and if you really know your best friend, normally how they message you, there will be a certain style. Every single one of them, how they message you, how they speak to you, there will always be a style. So
back again to the things that we have always been advocating, right? It's always to do thorough research on anything. It could be a simple thing like your best friend asking you to lend me money through these platforms and all that. Go and check with the fella whether is it true or not, right? So in this context, always do your thorough research on companies and its representatives. You know, you always have to do this 3-step measure, which is ask, check, and confirm. Okay,
that's right.
So in any investment or anything that you are not sure of, please go and visit the moneysense.gov.sg website, where you can find out more information about the different investments and you know, the steps that you can take to protect yourself. Because at the end of the day, as much as we want to seize a good opportunity, we also have to be wary of the different scams that is also out there.
That is right. So in hopefully, you know, all of us here are equipped and educated with the knowledge to know about all these different scams. But let's just say if one of your friends or whoever is being scammed, what are the things that you should do next? Here are some of the things that you should take note of to report on all these URLs and and the number, the internet browser history to retrieve the full link. This allows for the authorities to take action against the particular website. So do report all this dubious URLs or websites.
Yeah.
So for
and
phone
also
numbers,
so for phone numbers as well, report the phone numbers that they use. If you receive a call with the plus prefix, even though it's +65, it also is indication that from an overseas call, right? Even though +65 denotes Singapore number, but if you receive it on your mobile phone, it has been said many times that it is from an overseas origin. And lastly, if you do state that the type of call made, in the example, the WhatsApp call, Telegram, and Viber, they have many countless applications that people use. Always be wary. Always be wary of such calls that you receive. And at the end of the day, if you think it's a scam, if you have to second guess it, I think not worth the risk.
That's right. So next, if it happens to your bank account, you notice unauthorized bank accounts, your accounts has been compromised and so on. Please do call your bank immediately to report about the matter. Let them know. They will let you know what you should do and how they would move along with this transaction, unauthorized transaction. Also immediately suspend your bank account. Okay.
So I shouldn't like think about it first. Maybe this one, is it a scam, not a scam? Is it a scam?
Right.
I think it's important that you take action immediately.
Correct. Straight away inform your bank account. It's okay. Just make sure that your money is there. It's secured. I think that's the most important thing. All right. And last but not least, of course, remember your credentials, your bank credentials, your one-time password. Please do not give it to anyone. Okay. I think last session we had this a question whereby would you give your one-time password to your wife? Your wife is outside. You say, darling, I need your one-time password. Will you risk not giving the one-time password and then sleep outside at your living room sofa? I think we had mixed answers for that. So please.
But I think it's also very important that we know the right answer. And the right answer is to not give your one-time password even to your wife, even if it risks you sleeping in the sofa. I think at least if it's legitimate, okay, at least you sleep on the sofa. If it's not legitimate, I don't think you even have a sofa to sleep on. So and also for the Bitcoin wallet, right? If you want to report on the Bitcoin wallet, copy the entire Bitcoin wallet address. Do note that it's case sensitive, and keep the wallet's QR code which is provided to you. All right. So these are just some things that you need to do. Speaking on Scam Shield, I think someone asked a question about Scam Shield. Again, we will mention that it is currently only available for iOS devices, but not to worry, we are currently working on it, and the Android version will be available rather soon. So if you're an iOS user,
iPhone users,
iPhone user, Apple user, download this Scam Shield from the App Store. You can scan the QR code that you see on the screen right now, or you can go to the App Store and type in Scam Shield. What it does is basically they have this we have the anti-scam center set up, and they have a pool of blacklisted numbers. So if you receive a call from these numbers, the app will work in a way that you will not receive a call from these numbers. So it will block the number for you. And then sometimes you will say, but I already have the app, why I still receive? Okay, because all these are always moving and it's a very dynamic situation. So I think it's important that we also be aware that things move along. New numbers are created every single day.
Exactly, because scam is always evolving, and all these scammers are also evolving. So once you block one number, they will come up with a new number. But rest assured, I'm using Scam Shield myself. All these numbers are blocked, so you'll get lesser
definitely
numbers, scam numbers. But the most important thing here for you to take note of is, of course, if we have the knowledge, we are educated about this, we know that prefix sign and numbers that
65 and all that
65 basically it's a scam call. It's numbers that are from overseas. If you are aware of that, you will not answer that phone call.
So that's one step, right? One step
correct
to protect yourself.
Absolutely.
I think you should always share this information with your family.
You are right, sir. You are right.
One more thing you should share is our videos on Facebook. So we have this thing called Mata on Scams. Basically it's a video cast series that we have created, basically of us just chatting about the different kind of scams. Right now, we have the breaking news series, whereby the latest emerging scams that are coming up, job scams, investment scams, so on and so forth. Even the recent phishing one. So do check us out on our Facebook at Marine Parade NPC Facebook. Page.
Remember to like and share. That's the most important thing. Like and
Yes,
share.
yes.
Once you share it, more people will be aware of all the
Correct.
scam trends that is happening.
Yes, I think it is very important. Some of you might say, hey, don't worry, I know about scams. The thing is that you may know about scams, but what about your friend, about your
Correct.
family? They might
That's
not
right.
know. So because you are doing your part in our collective fight in scams, you are actually protecting your loved ones as well.
That's right. Also, do join us on our Marine Parade Community Alert Service. If you guys have not signed on for this, please do. Likewise, we have it as well in Marine Parade NPC. Please do save this number and also share this with your friends and families.
Yes. So, okay, so remember that you're in control of all the digital devices, and especially on WhatsApp. If you don't want to receive messages from persons or businesses, please block them. Any form of unfamiliar numbers that call you, ignore them. And if you're unsure whether this information is true or not, ask your family member or someone trusted. And of course, the most important thing is to activate the 2FA. So here's a video on how you should do it. Yes, so that's how you activate your 2FA on WhatsApp. That is to prevent your account from being, attacked by all these hackers or anything like that from the scammers. Next, I want to share about something very exciting that is on right now. It's
That is
Let's
correct.
Jam Scams.
This is the most important thing. One of the most important things that you guys should take note of. Here we go. Mr. Matthew, on to you.
All right. So we have organized this virtual run. It's called Let's Jam Scams Virtual Run. Registration is open now. So basically what you have to do is to run 22 kilometers, not at one go, but you can do it cumulatively. All you need to do is just download the Strava app, and on the 18th of December, where we'll be having our exciting Let's Jam Scams virtual carnival on our Facebook Live. Do head on to our Marine Parade NPC Facebook to see more information on it. But before that, do register for this run. Registration again now, like I mentioned, is open now, and it's free of charge. So nothing to note that after you complete your 22 kilometers within the 2 months, and also an anti-scam quiz, you will receive an exclusive race pack. So this race pack contains a limited edition finishers t-shirt, a finishers medal, and also a very limited edition EZ-Link card that the design has been created by one of our residents, So do head down to scan this QR code that you can see in front of you. We will also send the link via the chat. So do sign up for this. We strongly encourage everyone to run for a cause, and also get your friends and family involved. I think right now all of us are in kind of like a get fit mood, yeah. And I think
That's
that
right.
all of us should, do something which are, good. And I think that it's important, as we always share and protect our friends and our family on this thing. I think this is also a very good opportunity to learn more about scams along the way. So please sign up for this. Do support us, and get your friends and family to join us in this.
And the other most important thing, Mr. Matthew, is that it is free.
All
Sign up,
right, I forgot
run
to
for
say
it.
that.
Yeah, man. Run for a cause. It
Yeah.
is free, and you'll get all those free things that you see down there. Okay,
Yeah,
so
don't worry, this is not a scam.
not at all.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
real.
Come on down. So support us.
Yeah.
Scan the QR code, or you can go to Marine Parade Neighborhood Police Center to know more
Yes.
about the Let's Jam scams,
Yes.
which will be happening during this period.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's free.
Yes.
So please go for it.
Really exciting. So I hope to see all of you there. We are again, registration is open, absolutely free. So do come on down and yeah, run for a course.
Okay, so I guess this will be the end of today's session, and it's also the end of the session for the year.
Oh,
So thank you so
no.
much, Matthew and Nasri, for accompanying us the past 3 sessions. We definitely hope to see we have an opportunity to bring you back on next year. So once again, thank you so much for your time and for sharing with us all your knowledge there is to be on a common scam. So please stay vigilant, everyone, and protect yourselves and protect others by gaining all these knowledge. So thank you, everyone. Have a good afternoon.
Take care, everybody. Bye bye. Stay safe.
Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone.